Today, we're doing something really cool. We're going to take your command line, that simple tool you use every day, and turn it into a powerhouse, a completely local AI development environment. This is your A to Z guide for supercharging your workflow. So let's get right into it.
So let's just start with this question right here. What if your terminal could think, remember, and ship code? And the best part? Completely on your machine, no subscription required. This really gets to the heart of what we're building today. A coding assistant that's all yours, lives on your machine, and it gets your projects without needing to call home to the cloud or hit you with a monthly bill.
Okay, here's the game plan. First, we'll get the basics installed. Then, the really cool part, we'll give our project a permanent brain. After that, we'll connect it to your other tools, show you how to run it completely locally, 100% offline, and wrap up with some power commands so you can use this like a pro from day one.
All right, first things first, we've got to lay the groundwork. Before we get to all the fun AI magic, we just need to handle the basic installation and get everything authenticated. It's quick, I promise. Okay, before we even start, there's just one tiny prerequisite. You need to have Node.js, specifically version 18 or higher. Not sure if you have it? Just pop open your terminal and run node-version. If you see v18 or something newer, you're good to go.
Now, the installation itself, it's honestly a breeze. If you're on a Mac or a Linux, you just run that one curl command you see on the screen. After that, just do a quick version check and run Claude Doctor to make sure everything's healthy. To finish up, type Claude, and it'll walk you through authenticating. Seriously, the whole thing takes like, what, less than a minute?
Okay, with the boring installation out of the way, we can get to what is, in my opinion, the most powerful part of this whole setup. We're going to give our project a permanent brain. This is the secret sauce that lets the AI remember everything about your project session after session.
So how do you do it? Just navigate right into your project's root folder, the main directory, and run this super simple command, touch CLAUDE.md. That's it. This one little file is about to become the dedicated brain for your AI, but only for this specific project.
And the real magic is what you put inside this file. You can see from the template here, you're basically giving the AI a cheat sheet. You define the tech stack, like, hey, we're using Python 3.11 with fast API. You can set hard rules like never use print statements, always use logging. You can even list common gotchas, like the local dev port. It's like onboarding a new developer, but you only have to do it once. And the payoff for this little bit of setup, it's huge. It means zero re-explaining, ever. Every single time you start a new session in this project, the AI is going to read this file first. Think about it. No more wasting your time reminding your assistant about the basics over and over and over again.
All right, let's move on to section 3, connecting your toolkit. This is where things get really interesting. We're going to plug the AI into the rest of your world, turning it from just a chatbot into an active helper that can actually interact with your other dev tools. This is all possible because of something called MCP, which stands for Model Context Protocol. The easiest way to think about it is like a universal adapter or a plugin system. It's the bridge that lets external tools, like your entire file system, plug right into the AI and give it brand new powers. And enabling it is just a simple 3-step process. First, you got to find the main config file. We've got the path for macOS on the slide there. Second, you just copy and paste the mcpServers block into that JSON file. And finally, just restart the desktop app. You'll know it worked when you see that little hammer icon pop up in the UI. That means your tools are live.
Okay, now for what I think is the ultimate power-up, running 100% local models. This is how you get total privacy and completely eliminate API costs. We're taking the entire operation offline, so it runs entirely on your own machine.
So here's the play-by-play. First, you'll want to grab a tool like LM Studio. You use it to download a model you like, say a good coding model like QN, and then you start it up as a local server. Step 2. You use a tool called ngrok to basically give that local server a secure public address. And the final step? You just go into your editor, something like Cursor is great for this, and you add that ngrok URL as a custom model. From now on, every AI request gets routed right back to your own computer. And what's the end result? It's the developer's dream, right? Fully private, zero-cost development. Your code never leaves your machine, you're not paying a cent for API calls, and you have absolute control over which AI model you want to use.
All right, we're in the home stretch. Let's wrap up with some power commands and best practices. Think of this as a rapid-fire round of tips that'll take you from being a beginner to a pro with this thing.
Okay, these are the commands you're going to want to remember. /compact is amazing for long conversations. It basically summarizes everything so the AI stays on track.
/memory lets you jump in and edit what the AI remembers right now. /clear is your big red reset button, starts a fresh slate. And my personal favorite shortcut, Shift+Tab. This toggles an auto-accept mode. It's perfect for when you're in the zone and just want the AI to write code without asking for confirmation every time.
So let's bring it all together into a clean workflow. First, enforce those professional standards, like using logging instead of print PRNT by just baking them right into your CLAUDE.md. Second, get in the habit of managing the context. Use /compact and /clear so the AI doesn't get confused on long tasks. And finally, learn to use that auto-accept toggle. You can turn on what some people call YOLO mode when you're feeling confident, and then just toggle it off for trickier, more delicate changes.
But hey, with all this power, it's really important to end on a bit of a reality check. As the quote says, build fast with AI, but drill fundamentals daily. These tools make you incredibly fast and efficient, but they are not a substitute for your own skills. The terminal isn't going to save you in a live coding interview, so use this to make yourself better, not as a crutch.
And that really brings us to our final thought for today. That Claude.md file, it's more than just a config file. It's like a canvas for your project's DNA. So, I'll leave you with this question. What are you going to put in your Claude.md? I'd love to see what you come up with. Share your best templates and rules, and let's see what we can all build together. Thanks for tuning in.